feel from Saturday? Saturday.
Saturday was graduation. I mean, relieved, happy, bittersweet, bitter, because it's like, it's what I've known for 3 years, and the unknown is the unknown always, and sweet because it's over, and excited for the new journey.
What is the new journey?
The new journey, it's gonna be hospitalist. So I'm gonna be a hospitalist.
So, what do you want people to get from this video?
I want people to understand that good things come to those who wait, who are diligent, who are patient, who are disciplined, but also understand that it's not as easy as it seems. It's something that I want to express what I went through for those from 2008 to 2023.
So 2008 to 2023, that 15 years.
That's 15 years.
So let's start from the beginning, 2008.
2008, I was in my 4th year at the University of Illinois, Chicago. And it's not like I couldn't have graduated, but I told my advisor that I wanted to go to medical school, and they looked at my GPA and said, "You're not gonna get into medical school." So that was really devastating, hearing them say that. And I knew my GPA was horrible.
What was your GPA?
GPA when I graduated was 2.6. So 2008, I took the MCAT.
Mm-hmm.
I did well on the MCAT, but MCAT is the medical college admissions test, but it wasn't enough because my GPA wasn't enough. So that year, some very close friends of mine graduated, so I was devastated, but I stayed an extra year to try and get my GPA up. That was 2008.
So when you graduated, what happened?
I got into Loyola School of Social Work. However, that after graduation, talked to my parents, and then there's this new program that one of my relatives in Ghana knew about and said I should apply. It's called the Graduate Entry Medical Program. And that was in Ghana at the University of Ghana Medical School. At the time, that's what it's called. And they changed the name when it graduated. So it's now called the University of Ghana School of Medicine and Dentistry. So 2009, I had a party, with my people and said my goodbyes. And at 23, I left. I went to Ghana.
You went to Ghana for medical school?
I went to Ghana for medical school. Typical American dude, 23. At the time, they had big clothes, big shirts. I kind of looked like a big jersey, you feel me? Baggy clothes, you feel me? Everybody looks at me crazy. They knew I'm American. And I remember I landed in the airport and my parents gave me some money and I lost the money. Well, I lost it or someone stole it. Pretty sure someone stole it. So medical school that semester, I'm still thinking West African education is different from American education. That first semester, I'm in class, you have to wear shirt and tie, has to match. You have to wear slacks, dress shoes. And it's hot. It's hot, it's dry, it's all over the place. So sweating, I'm not used to the heat. I have all the basic science courses. And I remember the first test I took, biochemistry. The teacher came out, said, "I'm very disappointed in the class. The lowest score was 13%, the highest score was 93. I looked at my friend like, "Bet you I got the 13%. Paper came back, I got the 13%. And at that time I laughed, but I knew I wasn't ready for medical school. I didn't have the necessary tools for me. So that first semester, out of 5 classes, I failed all 5, hard. There was no borderline. No, I failed them joints. In 2010, beginning of 2010, our grades came out. I called my dad. I said, I failed everything. He said, I expected you to, because the American system is different from West African system. Anyway, 2010 comes along, again, 5 courses. And the school told me you have to pass, out the 5, you have to pass 4 courses to continue with your class. When I mean I'm studying. I'm in the study room, I'm in the library, I'm in study groups, I'm getting it. Like, totally different from first semester. Grades come out, failed 2 courses. So I failed 2 courses, automatically I had to start medical school over again. I was devastated because I had some good friends in that class, and I had to start over and watch them go ahead and start with a whole new class that I didn't know. So it was summertime. I came home 2010, talked to my parents, told my mom I was gonna quit. Like, I was not about to go back. I told my good friend, Carla, that I was gonna quit. And Carla at the time, you gotta understand, we were like 23, 24. She's like, "Gee, leave." What you doing? If you don't like it, leave. At the time, my mom saw how stressed I was. So even she was like, son, if you want to leave, leave, we support you. I remember I told her, you guys didn't raise quitters. So 3 months in Matson, south suburb of Chicago. It's like on vacation. I just relaxed, cried a lot, went back August to start over.
August 2011.
So August 2010. August, it's still 2010 because it's 2009, right. 2010. Let me go a little faster.
Yeah.
August 2010. Met new class, started. That everything in that first semester, I passed it because I already seen it. I passed it. And some good friends. 4 very important friends. Femi, Nathaniel, and Supriya. Well, the 4 of us, including myself.
So 2011, 2012, and 2013, 14. Tell me about medical school. Yeah, everything you went through.
So this is 2010. I passed 2011. Again, I'm second semester. I already knew those courses. I passed. So I'm with my friends. We're having a good time. We go out. We do a lot. I'm getting it. I understand. I feel good. I feel happy. End of 2011 comes. These are all new courses I've never seen before. I've not seen these before. It's 5 courses. I failed 2, right? And the school told me, you can redo the exam. If you pass, you can stay with your class. Cool. At that time, 2011, I thought I was, the stuff. I was like, man, I got this. So at the time, what did I do? To my parents, I needed a car. To my parents, I wanted to move out the dorm. So me and my guys were looking for an apartment, trying to get a new car. I'm not focused. Mind you, I failed an exam and I'm trying to find a house, buy a car. Parents started, I'm sure my parents didn't know this. At the time, I was like 24, 25. And exam comes around, I failed. I failed at my own doing. I caused my failure because I wasn't studying. I was focused on, I thought I arrived. I failed. And because I failed, I had to see another class go ahead of me and leave me behind. But it wasn't, and this was the end of 2011, so this is like Christmas. So I'm going for Christmas. But the next class doesn't start till May. So I'm at home for 5 months, 2012. May 2012, for 5 months. I didn't tell anybody. My family knew, my brother knew, some cousins knew, but friends didn't know, 2012. May comes around, I start a new class. I joined that class in that semester that I failed, whatever you want to call it, right? Boom, I've seen the course already before. So I passed everything. 2012 comes around, I finish. Then we start our clinicals, medicine, surgery, pediatrics, ENT, clinical stuff, 2012.
2012, you say you had a family emergency.
Oh, wow.
That was talking about that?
That was 2011, 2012. I feel comfortable about it. My relatives had to have a surgery, and it was tough because I was here. I was in Ghana. My brother was in college. My mom was there, So it was tough. I couldn't be there because I'm learning about medicine and the person needs a heart surgery. I'm freaking out. During that time, I had some exams, not like end of semester exams, but exams. And I failed those exams because I was worried about that. But thank God everything went fine. That was that. So go to 2012, I'm with my new class, I felt accepted by them. They were very welcoming. Nothing really happened in 2012, for much just that. 2013 comes around, the United States medical licensing exams. You have to take those. So I told my dad, I'm not ready to take that test. He said, my dad didn't understand, like medical school is medical school. They should be teaching you stuff for that, but I'm not in a US school. So the school I'm in is a West African school and it's tropical medicine. They're teaching tropical medicine. They're not teaching Western medicine. So I remember very vividly, paid for that exam. The exam was in Ghana. Took it. I have never been more confident that I failed an exam.
And that was step 1.
That was step 1. I have never been more confident I failed an exam. I remember back then they had, the test had so many answer choices like A through I, asking about interleukins. I look at the test like, what the is an interleukin? What is this? And I remember for like 2 straight blocks, I'm just picking C. I'm bound to get something right. Anyway, that was 2013. Clinicals, of course, I failed that exam. The pass score was 192, 190 something. I remember my score was 136. So that was 2013. 2013, I was depressed. School-wise, I was doing good, but seeing my colleagues graduate, then seeing my colleagues come in 2014 the first class I'm with, seeing them work in the hospital, oh man, that was tough. 2014 comes around, clinicals, I'm doing well in school, I'm passing exams, etc. But then seeing my guys like Femi, Nathaniel Sapri, and seeing them graduate.
Because this is the second class.
This is the second class. This is the class I felt comfortable with. Like I used to go out with them all the time. I felt so comfortable with them. Seeing them graduate, that hurt worse than the first class. So I went to them, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy for them. Happy for them. Depression was just long. And how I dealt with it, I got heavily involved in the church, in our little fellowship. I was preaching, I was doing song service, I was Bible study, I was doing so much. Got close to God, because what else am I supposed to do? I can't tell them I'm depressed. I didn't know what to do. 2014. 2015, this is my graduation year. This is supposed to be me. So we take clinicals, whatever, we get to our last exams. Exams of medicine, surgery, and community health. Medicine, surgery, community health. And I remember I found someone that helped me study. She was very helpful. It helped me pass medicine and surgery. Community health, on the other hand, not that that person wasn't helpful, but community health always is my stumbling block. Take the exam, we take all those 3 exams, the written and then the clinicals. And the clinicals of community health is an oral exam, is a one-on-one exam. They're asking you questions. And you think that if I see a lecturer who taught me one thing and I know this person taught me this, they're gonna ask me this. Nah, dog. This person taught me this, in my mind, I'm thinking, I can see their slides in my head, the PowerPoint, like, I bet I got it. Waiting for the question. She asked me something about someone else taught, and I'm like, come again? I'm confused. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to respond. If he failed the oral exam, he failed it. I failed. This was, I think this was September or November 2015. I failed, devastated. And because it was my class, we're in a WhatsApp group. They go to their swearing in ceremony at the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. I gotta see it. I see all the pictures come through. I see everybody happy. And I'm sitting in my apartment like, am I ever gonna leave this school, yo? So 2015 comes around, and you would think I learned my lesson. So what do? I start 2015 and 2017. I go home for Christmas, whatever. 2016.
Didn't we meet then?
No, we met 2017. Oh yeah, we did meet 2015.
The very first time we met was December 2015.
Sorry, I forgot about that part. I met the lovely young lady in the back in 2015. We met very briefly.
So you came home for Christmas break.
Yep.
Your class graduated.
Yep. Well, not graduated. They had their ceremony.
Oh, so they're graduating. That's the.
We graduated 2016. They had the swearing ceremony where they go to the college and everybody knows these are the new doctors in town.
Okay.
Because they passed their exams, right?
Gotcha.
You
couldn't do that because
I couldn't do that because I didn't pass. And it was not just me. If you didn't pass those 3 exams all in the first go, you weren't going to that ceremony.
Gotcha.
Right? At least that's what I thought. I didn't go. Anyway, we met 2015. 2016 comes around. The exam to retake community health was in March
of
2016. Not only for community health, but for medicine and surgery. And it wasn't just me. They were like people who I knew their stuff, who were taking the exams. And I just had, thank God I had one. Some people had to retake all 3 exams, right? But from January to March, I gotta get out of this country. I'm trying to sell my stuff in my apartment. I'm trying to sell my car. I'm trying to I get to the exam. And when I tell you, I get to the exam, I'm like, boom. The oral exam, ask me a question. Let me tell you what it is. Also, like, good. I passed. I'm done. I finished medical school. March, I believe it was later in March. I don't know the specific date. So with that said, I left Ghana. But because I've gone back and forth from the United States to Ghana so many times, I had a lot of air miles. So I booked first class on my air miles out that mug. I was in first class sleeping. That was the shortest flight I've ever had in my life. So that was March. I get back.
March 2016.
March 2016. And my parents were like, well, graduation was July. Graduation, I believe, July 16th. that Saturday, it could be wrong, 2016. We had some financial hardships in our family that year, some years. And my parents told me, if you want us to come, you got to pay for it. Come again. You want me to pay for what? So what do? I start Ubering. I start delivering pizza. I work at Domino's. I start doing DoorDash, Postmates, anything delivery, I'm doing it. And I ended up housing my parents, my brother, my aunties, my uncles, all in the same place.
Expenses paid.
Expenses paid. Room and board paid. Food paid. Everything paid. All you gotta do is come. I ain't paying for your flight, but everything else is here. Cars paid. Gas is paid. Drivers paid. Everybody's paid. It was 20 of us. I'm not gonna cry on this camera, but it was a lot of us, you know. And I remember Ubering. You Uber in Chicago, you pick somebody up from like downtown, you go to the airport. I'm gonna ask you questions. Oh, so what do you do? Well, you know, I'm a doctor. Well, why are you Ubering? You gotta explain that story.
How did that make you feel?
Sad. Depressed again. Depression was real for a very long time. Inadequate, because I got the paper. The paper says when you graduate from a West African school, at least from my school, it says MB.CHB, which is, I believe, a bachelor's in medicine and surgery. It doesn't equate to an MD until you pass your steps. At least that's my understanding. So I'm explaining to everybody, Ubering, I'm delivering pizzas. I work at Domino's from 4 to close. And then after I close, remember I live in Madison, it's 30 minutes outside of Chicago. Drive 30 minutes to Chicago, because that's where the rides are. Then Uber to 6 a.m. Get everybody drinking, people going out, whatever. Make that money. Because I'm back in the United States, I have to pay for my insurance, I have to pay for my car note. Because 2016 was also the year that the car I had at home, that I had since in 2004, overheated, stopped working. So I had to get a new car. I had to pay for that car note. I had to pay for credit cards. I had to just pay for stuff. I had to live. So I'm Ubering to make ends meet, and also to finance my people coming. The room, board, food, cars, all that stuff for graduation. 2016, after graduation, it was a celebration. It was great. I started studying for steps.
So you leave Ghana
for
good. You're done with Ghana.
Yep.
And you come back to Matson, Illinois. What year? What time? When is this? This is July 2016.
This is July 2016, and then July 2016.
So we're done with Ghana. Now we're in America.
Now in America.
Okay.
And I started studying for my step one. It was a disaster. And my parents saw that I was struggling. A relative of mine said, hey, you should go to New York for this Becker course where it helps people understand medicine and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I go to New York. I think I left September that year, 2016. I was in New York till February 2017 with the aims of taking my step one in March.
Again.
I took it in 2013. So now we're in 2017. I do the Becker course. I stay in New York. I stay with an uncle of mine in Brooklyn. And I was there from September to February, studying, trying to study, trying to understand what medicine here is. 2017 comes, March. I never forget. I believe my exam was March 31st. And I already paid for the exam. I had an exam date. I was supposed to go the next day. It's March 30th. I was studying upstairs. I broke down and bawled out crying because I'm studying, I'm doing questions, and I'm not getting anything higher than 40%. Every now and then I might get a 50, sometimes a 70, but I knew that was just luck. That wasn't consistent, right? I go downstairs to my dad. He's in the study, and I just get on my knees and I just cry. He's sitting in his chair and my head is in his lap and I just bawl out crying. Dad, I can't do this. I'm not gonna pass this exam. We prayed and he told me, I didn't take it. The next day, I felt so relieved that I wasn't gonna go in and fail. Yeah, I wasted the money, but I didn't take the exam. So 2017, I still need money. I still have to live my life. Bills do not stop. Life doesn't stop. Time waits for no man. Time waits for no man. This is March. I think I took like 2 weeks to grieve, or a week. Then I was like, I gotta do something. I can't do Ubering and study. This ain't working. So I start working at Trinity Hospital, Advocate Trinity Hospital on 93rd Street in Chicago, Illinois. Medical scribe. Here I am, a physician, as a medical scribe in the ER, typing notes for ED doctors. The first 6 months, I was pissed. I was pissed. But then I just had to humble myself because what's am I gonna do? At that time, we reconnected 2017, Memorial Day. Then we started dating. And I mean, you were there. I would work at Advocate Community Hospital from 10 to 6.
10
p.m. to 6 a.m. I would go for a run in the morning, get home, sleep till like 12, wake up, study from 12 to 5 before I had to go back in. Or 12 to 8, whatever, before I had to go back in for my shit. And we had our own, schedule when we're gonna talk, when we're gonna do whatever. And if it wasn't for you, who told me, this is not working. You're not studying efficiently. You're still not doing well in your scores. Something has to give up. And even when we were dating, while we were dating, I would still be Ubering over the weekend. Because if you Uber in Chicago over the weekend, I would leave my house Friday, I'll Uber Friday night, Friday to Sunday. I wouldn't come home. I would sleep in the car. I had my little bag in my trunk, toothpaste, washcloth, water bottles, everything. I just Uber straight, dog, like straight from Friday to Sunday. At least, man, I did that a lot. That's when I started doing that. But the money was good. I used to make like $1,300 in like 2.5 days, man. To the point that there were sometimes I would literally go to hotels to use the bathroom, go to hotels to eat their breakfast, walk in that mud like, good morning, sir. Walk in like, all right, cool. Eat their food, go out. If I was hungry, go to Subway. What's the sub for the day? Whatever it was $3. I'm eating it. Because I needed to not spend money eating food, but needed that money for gas so I could Uber. And I'm still working at Trinity. I'm still trying to study. I'm still trying to talk to you. I'm still. And then 2017, while being a doctor. Then that was the same year my mom said, like, maybe you should be a physician assistant because you can't do well in these exams. So a PA school, physician assistant, that's 2 years. Go to school, be a PA. There's no residency. You just come out and you can make 120 and whatever. Because there were some physician assistants at Trinity, I believe they were, and they were making like 130, 140. They were no much older than me. I was like, I could do that. And then my dad said, you're not going to do that, So I think for some time, me and you were talking, and of course, I was 2017, how old was I? 31, still being an idiot, And you told me straight up, if we're gonna do this, I need to know it's just me and you. So I asked Gianne to be my girlfriend. Just in spite of everything I was going through, yo. And the 2016 comes around, I thank God for Auntie Precious. She told me about a program in Champaign, Illinois, called the PATH program. Through help of relatives, I went down to Champaign. And here I am in Champaign. This is now going to 2018. Yeah, 2018. I was the first class in 2018. Champaign, Illinois, PATH program. Head by Dr. Francis, help students pass their boards. I did not know medicine until January 2018. Now, mind you, I went to medical school for 6.5 years and some weeks. I did medical school. Don't get me wrong, University of Ghana was good to me. I learned a lot, I understood a lot, but to understand and connect the body, I did not understand it until the PATH program. And I had a great tutor, Dr. Erica Palin, who showed me how to think, showed me how to answer questions. And I'm like, how come I didn't know this 4 or 5 years ago, dog? What's happening? So I'm excited. I get that joy again that I had in 2009 when I went to medical school the first time. I felt the depression leave. I felt, oh, you can do this. Now, it ain't free. PATH ain't free. So, and I had a girlfriend. The course itself was at the time 5 weeks straight, including, I believe it was Sunday. It was Sundays at a time, Sunday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday. And we had 1 day off for 5 weeks. And after that, I kept on grinding. I had drill partners. I had people that I met, Daniela, Namdi, Jessica. I learned medicine again, the way it's supposed to be learned. At least the way I learned. I understood it. So I would study Monday to Thursday. Tuesday to Thursday, go home, go back to Matson, drive back to Matson. Champaign is about 2 hours away. I would Uber from Friday to Sunday. And sometime in there, I applied to grad school to get my MBA and MHA. And I would do grad school at Governor State University on Monday night. Sometimes we're all in Champaign during the week when I finished studying, I would Uber out there because, Champaign is a big school. So that was my story.
So when you take step one again?
I took step 2018. Check this out. 2018, I took step one, October 2018. Now, at the time, I asked my wife to marry me, October 6, 2018. The following week, we moved her stuff from Noblesville, Indiana to Chicago. The following week, I took step one, and I passed that boy. Thanks to Dr. Francis and the pastor. 2019, start studying for step two. April 2019, they asked me to be a tutor, to help other students. I became a tutor. I tutored throughout the week. Tuesday, same thing. Tuesday to Thursday, Friday sometimes, while studying. Because when you teach something, if you can teach it, you know it. Then for step two, still in grad school, still Ubering, still going to CU, over the weekend, still. I take step two, I think it was October 2019. I took it, I passed it. I started studying for step two CES. It was around the same time. And I was so confident, I passed CS. Go to Atlanta, take the exam, call my family. Man, I passed that. I passed that exam, it was nothing. Results take 3 months to come out at the time. Results came out, fail. Oh, damn. Okay, regroup. December 2019, January 2020. I had 3 interviews. Was it 3? I had 3 interviews.
So then you retake to CS.
Pass it. Took step 3, pass it. And then, man, after I passed step 3, I matched in Silver City program, and in March, middle of March, match days, middle of March. April, I took step 3 before match day.
Let's go back to March 2020. Matt,
okay.
Tell me about it.
Match day 2020, we were all in the house in Madison. It was the 5 of us, and you basically just waiting for an email. Email's gonna say, congratulations, you matched, or sorry, you didn't match and you have to apply for the soap.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you got it. What? Match.
Where is it? I passed step 3 in April because I didn't want to take any exams in residency. After that, we decided to get married. We planned a wedding in like 3 weeks. This was during the pandemic, so it was, decided to do it over Zoom. We invited so many people because it's over Zoom. All you gotta do is log in. You get to see everything. We had a great production team. Shout out to Tyler. And we got married April 26, 2020. Intern year, excuse my language, was hell. We were the COVID class, so we didn't get to really hang out with each other because it was inappropriate per guidelines. We were wearing masks, but at the same time, we were seeing a lot of patients during that time. It was a long year. It was just patients after patients, and you've up, night shift, tiredness, fatigue, everything. So next thing you know, we get to, second year. I know how to be an intern, cool. Bam, now you gotta be a senior second year. Second year, that first half, you're trying to figure out how to be a senior, you're being taught other things. By the time you get to April of the next year, which was, so 2020 was intern year to 2021. Second year was 2021 to 2022. 2022, my son Levi was born. That was a wonderful experience to have him around, to seeing him grow now, and just experiencing him with my wife and family coming to be around us, all that. It's been a good time. Graduated a few days ago, and now I'm here. So it's been a 15-year journey. It's not been an easy one. It's been something that I would tell somebody, if you're going to do it, understand that you'll be faced with challenges, you'll be faced with adversity, you'll be faced with possible depression. And find a circle, find people that you can rely on. Every year, there was people that I relied on. And to this day, the people that I've mentioned, along with other people that I have not mentioned, if it wasn't for Dr. Hernandez, who was the assistant program director, to help me get the interview at Silver City, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Dr. Francis, who showed me what medicine is, and how to understand it, and how to pass exams. It was for my tutor, Dr. Palin. And if it wasn't for Dr. Andazola, because I eventually switched programs from Silver City to Las Cruces, who allowed me to be in the Las Cruces program for my second and third year. If it wasn't for my parents, the support that they give me over all these years, from University of Chicago to universities, to Ghana, to here, to everything in between, was my brother pushing me. If it wasn't for me thinking about the people who might be looking up to me to continue the journey, to not give up. And there are people who will tell you that you're making a mistake. There are people who told me I wouldn't make it, like close people. And the best thing you can do is not hold it against them, because people instill their fears in you when they feel they cannot do something. It's just one of those things that probably won't hit me until the first check hits. And then you're like, oh, well, this is different. This is...
I'm so proud of you.
We try our best. Shout out to regular people. Shout out to my wife and our YouTube channel, Dr. and Duchess. Like, share, subscribe. And everybody's been there in this journey with me from UIC to now. I just thank you all very much. It's too many names to name. But if you rock with me, I rock with you, and you know who you are. I really appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And it's going to be a good ride. I'm excited for the next chapter. Cheer!
You and me,